So I'm here today to discuss gentle parenting and just trying to understand why the discussion around gentle parenting makes everybody so dang hostile. Just like a super quick question. Why does it upset so many people when someone says like you should talk to your child and explain to them what they did wrong and why they did like the behavior was wrong instead of screaming at them? Like, why does that make people upset? I also don't understand why it gets people so like in a tizzy when people say like, don't beat your kids. Like, you should probably not beat your child because they spilled their juice and they're 7. Like, you should probably explain to your child how to be more careful with juice instead of just rocking their shit. So I'm just like on just this journey, you know what I mean? Like I'm just on like this exploration of trying to understand why it makes people so up in a tizzy when people discuss gentle parenting. And then like, it's also my super fave, like top 10 response. It's really difficult taking parenting advice from someone who doesn't have kids. Oh. But like I was a kid once and I grew up being very confused as to why I was being belittled, assaulted, hit, and just getting anger all of the time when I just simply didn't understand certain things or like why the mistake I made was such a big deal. Like all that literally taught me was to be afraid of my parents and have very crappy boundaries with people and never understanding how to be in relationship with people who actually communicated with you instead of just like screamed at you. It's like, I just don't know if you guys like genuinely and like truly understand this one little simple fact. I literally cannot go up to my fiance and smack him because he spilled juice on the counter. I can't go up to my fiance and hit him because he didn't do something the way that I wanted him to do it. That's literally like the definition of assault. Why is it controversial when we say that about not hitting your kids? Why is it controversial when we're like, if you smack your child or you beat your child or you hit your child, that's child abuse? And the internet's like, no, it's not. Kids need to understand. But anyway, I don't have to be a parent to have a moral compass and understanding of what it's like to be just a decent human being, especially to a little person who's going to grow up and be a human being. And all they're gonna know is to be afraid of people, not how to speak up, have anxiety, be triggered, have some PTSD, get into abusive relationships and not understand that those abusive relationships are because of the other person and not because of them. And I'm speaking on experience. This is just literally me speaking from me being me and like knowing a ton of other people who have endured these same things because they grew up the same way and didn't have the concept of gentle parenting. Or, you know, am I just another millennial with PTSD and trauma? So I'm just genuinely curious, like how do you guys answer those questions? Like, why does this make you so upset? Or is it just simply the fact that you have not coped with the fact that you grew up in an abusive household and you were taught how to be abusive to other people? Or is it simply that you just don't realize that the behaviors that you're passing on to your kids are simply just what you were taught and that you weren't taught the right way? And so like gentle parenting really shouldn't be this controversial of a topic. I'm just curious.